Hey guys, welcome back to Impulsive. It's your girl Carrie, and I'm in my living room because I've got something to show you guys that y'all have never seen before on this channel. So, I bake, if you didn't know already. I bake, and I just made some Percy Jackson inspired cookies. Look at those beautiful blue cookies. I made it for Father's Day because my dad suggested it, so decided to make them blue, and they're nice and cooked. Yeah, I used blue gel food dye. If you're gonna dye anything, any kind of food, like a cupcake or something, then definitely use gel because liquid doesn't work as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, I did that today, and I haven't had one yet. But my dad says they're good, and that's really all that matters on Father's Day, right? That your dad likes them. Back in my room. So I'm gonna do a dream time for you guys today because the video about cookies is short. So you can see in my room I have a Dune poster up here. I love Dune. I have a whole Dune D&D set in my bookshelf over there. So yeah. So the dreams I want to talk about today, there's one I had last night that I remember that I actually kind of want now. Should have done it on Father's Day, but I didn't. And then there's one that I don't know that y'all have heard of before. And no, it's not about Dune. I'll tell you Dune one later, but so I guess I'm sharing three today. So there's one I had last night, one that's not about Dune, it's about an old job, and then one about Dune. So, yeah. So the one I had last night, of course it was Father's Day because today's Father's Day. And for some reason, we owned Star Wars inspired silverware. Like, what? I know it exists, but like, why did we have it? My mom would never approve of us having something like that. And it was really just lightsaber hilts with the head of a knife, fork, and spoon. That's what we had. And we were using them for dinner, which we're not having something to use a fork for dinner tonight. We're having pizza. But yeah, apparently we owned Star Wars inspired silverware. And I was like, we should use this more often. So anytime we had like a special occasion or my brothers were coming over, I call them the boys, don't judge me. Anytime my brother was coming over or we had a special event or my grandma was coming, we would use the Star Wars silverware. Luckily we had enough for everybody. And yeah. I don't know who got it for us. I don't know why we had it. They were just there. So we used them for Father's Day. I should have gotten them for my dad for Father's Day, but whatever. I'll get them for someone for some holiday or birthday. I'm not gonna say what it is because I already know what I'm gonna do. Words. And I'm gonna keep it anonymous because my dad watches this channel and probably my brothers do too. So yeah. Second dream I want to tell you all about. So I used to work at Film Alley. I'm not gonna say where. And I had a dream where a coworker who used to hate me, but now I'm buddies with her, she was making a film where she was the villain and I was the protagonist. And there were lots of other coworkers in this film too because we were the crew that she had. So this film, she was some kind of sorceress, I think. And I was supposed to be like the hero and the person who would last the longest against her. And what she would do was she would cast some kind of spell inside of somebody, and whatever that did would, kill them. And what my coworker Angel did, oh my god, Angel, what he did was he put his arms inside of his shirt and was like, he was like moving his arms around inside his shirt, and whatever happened inside of him essentially killed him. So he like, imagine my arms are not going through my sleeves. He put his arms inside of his sleeves into his shirt and just started doing this. So we couldn't see his arm, we just knew they were moving under his shirt, and whatever spell Melanie pretended to cast was what his arms were doing inside of him, under his shirt, not inside of him, under his shirt. The arms being under the shirt would symbolize something was inside of him. So maybe his arms go away, I don't know. But that's when he would act dead. He would play dead. And whenever I heard "order up," we had to pause the filming, and I had to run food to a theater. And I come back, get into my place on my mark, and we would continue filming. Oh, it was weird. And I don't know why I was the protagonist, because of my dream, but yeah, the coworker that was the villain wanted me to be the protagonist, so that's what I was. Dune Dream. I think I mentioned this on another video, but it could have been another Dune Dream that I had. I was doing the sand walk to the Fremen. I probably said this in the video, but I was doing the sand walk to the Fremen, right? Because in the movies, in the first one at least, Paul and his mother are trying to, what's what I'm looking for? They're trying to integrate themselves into the Fremen so that they can help them with the Harkonnens, right? So I was Paul. I was doing the sand walk, and my mother was with me, and a few other people were with me. And when we got close, I heard someone yell, "Bind the Prince Atreides." I don't know if Paul's really a prince, but that's kind of what I see him as, so I heard someone yell that. So we got close, and someone shouted that. So what they did was they turned me around, dressed me and my mother and the other people in red robes. I don't know what the red was supposed to symbolize, maybe danger. And they bound us with chains and put gags in our mouths so we couldn't, tell them we're not a threat. Because they believed we were. Because we're House Atreides, and apparently, if you haven't seen Dune, click off right now. But if you've seen Dune, and read the book, you know that Jessica, Paul's mom, is a Harkonnen. Either she didn't know it or she didn't tell the Duke. Paul just kind of sensed it, I guess, or he knew after realizing, holy crap, I'm related to this guy. So yeah, after they bound us and gagged us, they just kind of, we were with them. I mean, they didn't really do anything to us after that. They just kind of left us tied up. So after that they brought out Thibert Hawat, who was, I think it's a Mentat, that's what he is. And he was also bound and gagged, and I tried to say his name, but of course, I couldn't. So, yeah. There are so many instances where I knew that could have happened, but it didn't. So yeah, that was, yeah, I have really weird dreams. I know I said it before, but I have really weird dreams, and sometimes they don't make any sense at all. So yeah. But yeah, that's all the dreams I had to share with y'all today. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers who watch my channel. Anyone who watches, Happy Father's Day. Say it to your fathers. And as always, leave a like, subscribe, help the channel. And stay beautiful, stay awesome, stay safe. And I will see y'all next week. Leave comments. What do y'all want to see? Peace out.